So now I'm going to review the Beatles' second album. Now, between the first album and the second one, they came out with some singles that were pretty big hits. From You to Me, She Loves You, and I Want to Hold Your Hand. So, and that I Want to Hold Your Hand came out just a short time before this album did, and none of those hit singles were on this album. This was the beginning of them trying to separate having singles and albums on the same thing. So, let's go through the tracks a bit. It's got a fair bit of covers. Till There Was You from The Music Man, Please Mr. Postman, Roll Over Beethoven, You Really Got a Hold on Me, and Devil in Her Heart, and Money, all covers, but there's also a lot of original stuff. It starts off with It Won't Be Long, and then All I've Got to Do, then All My Lovin', and Don't Bother Me, which was George Harrison's first song he wrote that got put on an album. Then there is Little Child and Hold Me Tight, I Want to Be Your Man. Oh, I skipped over, yeah. So after Little Child was Till There Was You, then Please Mr. Postman, Roll Over Beethoven, Hold Me Tight, You Really Got a Hold on Me, I Want to Be Your Man, Devil in Her Heart, Not a Second Time, and then Money is the End. So It Won't Be Long is not as good of a start as I Saw Her Standing There was for the first album, but it's pretty good. I think Please Mr. Postman is the most rocking to me song here, but my favorite on here is She Really Got a Hold on Me. And Money is a good closer for the album. The song I Want to Be Your Man, written by Lennon McCartney, they gave it to the Rolling Stones, and so the Rolling Stones has a single before this album came out. Anyway, it's a pretty good effort for a second album, but it wasn't as good as the first album. Still, it's a Beatles song. I like every song on here, but didn't like as much as the first one. Still, it sounded pretty good back in the year 2000 when I bought the CD, but the 2009 version was not as good. Putting it in stereo was the problem. A lot of the mix was such that there would be voices in one speaker and instruments in the other speaker, and it just didn't sound right to me compared to the CD, which I'd heard in my car. You know, when I was listening to the 2009 version, I had downloaded it and I was listening to it on earphones, so it made a big difference. But it's still a pretty good album. Recommend it.